Good morning ladies and gentlemen, it's Master Danny here, and today we have a video of my 17-year-old nephew, which he calls himself Overlord in-game, playing Valorant in competitive mode. Now you must be wondering why am I making this video, and the answer to that is simply because Overlord has asked me to play competitive with him, and as a good uncle such as myself, I would have said yes, no problem sweetie, but as a hardcore player I said no. In fact, I've told him to rank himself up to be gold before coming back to me. And before anyone asks, yes, I am a gold 2 player at the time of making this video. So I'm not too bad, and not too good neither. Anyway, so he decided to be a smartass by proving me wrong and that he's as good as a gold player. He even invited me to watch his competitive game over on Discord because of how much he wanted to prove me wrong. And as a good uncle, I said, yes, okay, I'll watch, and of course I recorded it all on my computer. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy this video ladies and gentlemen, because I'll be doing a lot of commentary for your enjoyment. As you can see, Icebox is the map that's been chosen, and they are defending first. And like always, he has chosen to be Reina, a duelist, simply because he only cares about getting kills and doing his own stuff. But in terms of his team, it's a pretty balanced team if I do say so myself. He's got Viper for lineups and smokes, Chamber for defense, Sky for flashes, and another duelist, Jet, to push on sides. And as for the enemy team, they've got Neon as a duelist, Sage to heal, Jet as another duelist, Breach for flashes and stuns, and Silver for info. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into the battle and see if Overlord is as good as he thinks. So first round of the match, nothing special, he just brought some blinds and gets ready to defend A site. Actually, this is too boring and I'm not going to waste our precious time watching how a bronze player runs about and waiting for the enemy. So I'm just going to fast forward a bit and get to the good and bad parts.
Down A.
One
enemy.
Because if you
Oh, no.
As you can see, that didn't went too well, but not a bad effort for the first round. And on round 2, they absolutely got their ass kicked.
How's that not killed him? I still don't understand how that not killed him.
As you can tell, only 2 rounds in and he's already confused and getting frustrated. Oh gosh, I just love bronze players. Anyway, it is only on the 3rd round of the game where they can finally afford to buy themselves some rifles and achieve their first win.
Nice.
And their win streak just continued from there. At this point, I honestly thought maybe they'll make a comeback, until I saw, oh my, what a terrible and retarded mistake he had just made.
One enemy remaining.
Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, watching this is just like watching your child going into war with just a gun and no training at all. But regardless of his retarded mistake, they've won that round again and again until their luck has totally run out. It is from there that he and his team has kept losing over and over and over and over
A few moments later.
and over again until they are utterly destroyed. So after the game, as a good uncle, of course, I gave him some constructive feedback, and to clarify, he is not a gold player at all. So why is he not gold? Well, I mean, let's take a few moments to appreciate some of the clips to answer your question. Oh look, it's an aeroplane. Battle stations everyone. Time to hit some aeroplanes and take it down at all cost. Oh look, friendly reinforcements are inbound, all because Overlord is struggling to hit an aeroplane. And just so you know, in Chinese, when someone says they are hitting airplanes, it actually meant they are masturbating and ejaculating everywhere. And that is precisely what Overlord is doing. He is too busy hitting airplanes and totally forgotten to let everyone know it's just a drone until everyone has made a way to give a helping hand. And by the time that his team has found out that he's just fapping about, the enemy has already made a way into B site and planted the spike. Now for the next clip, let's take a few moments to appreciate the sound of the game. Did you hear that? Let's play it one more time. That, to me, sounds like a pussy holding a 1.7 meter long dildo in her hands, aka the operator. Given how terrifying this weapon of mass destruction is, one would simply run away and not peek at it. Unless, of course, you wanted to prove to everyone you've got balls as big as Bob Marley's. And as a good uncle, I have total faith in my dear nephew that he is simply not that much of a retard and overcome this crisis. Oh dear God, the dildo carrier has jumped down. And there he is, the dildo carrier, aiming his 1.7 meter long dildo at Overlord's face. So the question now is Overlord going to pull off a miracle and get a headshot first? Or is he going to get raped by the dildo itself? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to find out.